There's a sacred moment in every busy woman's day, that rare window where the house is quiet, the emails are silent, and the only voices she hears are the characters on her favorite guilty pleasure show. For Kelly Ripa, morning host, actress, mom of 3, and reluctant family tech support specialist, these moments are more than precious. They are essential. They're her lifeblood. They're her sanity. So when Mark Consuelos, her husband of 29 years, charming, handsome, swoon-worthy and irritatingly oblivious, bursts in during her sacred alone time with the urgency of a man who's just discovered a new species of mushroom in the fridge, well, let's just say, things get intense. It all started on a lazy Sunday afternoon. The kids were grown, the house was mostly quiet, and the sun lit the kitchen like a Nancy Meyers film. Kelly had brewed her perfect cup of tea, Earl Grey, splash of oat milk, 2 ice cubes to get it to the exact right, Goldilocks, temperature, and retreated to her private sanctuary, the reading nook in their Manhattan townhouse. She wasn't reading anything highbrow, just a well-thumbed paperback thriller titled, Secrets Beneath the Staircase. Slippers on, blanket on, brain off. Alone time had begun. But just as she was about to discover if Detective Navarro would finally confront the mysterious groundskeeper, who was almost certainly hiding something in the crawlspace, the door creaked open. "Hey Kel," Mark's voice rang out, casual, breezy, dangerous. Kelly didn't move. Maybe if she didn't acknowledge him, he would retreat. No such luck. "You seen my AirPods?" Still silent. Her eyes flicked to the page, hoping he'd get the message. "Kelly, babe," she exhaled, the kind of slow, measured exhale yoga instructors tell you to do when you're imagining the beach. Or trying not to scream. "My alone time, Mark," she said, each syllable precise. The sign was on the door. Mark blinked. "What sign?" "The do not disturb sign I made on Canva with gold cursive font and laminated." "Oh, that sign. I thought it was ironic." "Why?" she asked flatly, "would I ironically post a laminated sign?" Mark paused, thinking. Artistic expression. Kelly stood, set her book down with ceremony, and walked past him with the energy of a woman who has had it. Not just today, but it in general. Later, during a Live with Kelly and Mark segment, the story came tumbling out. Ryan Seacrest, no longer on the show but ever the ghost of hosting past, texted her mid-broadcast, "Is Mark still alive?" Kelly laughed. "Oh, barely. I think I gave him what the kids call a verbal death glare. You know, the one that's not loud, not fast, just calm. But underneath it is years of suppressed rage and an unspoken warning that says, tread lightly, or this ends with you sleeping next to the washing machine." Mark, seated next to her in his usual on-air charm, grinned and raised his eyebrows. "She was right. I did interrupt," he admitted. "But in my defense, I was looking for my AirPods and I did think I left them in her teacup cabinet." Kelly looked at the audience, deadpan. Because, obviously, that's where headphones live, between the chamomile and the chai. Behind the laughter was something real. Kelly explained that, for her, alone time isn't about isolation. It's about restoration. It's the reset button that keeps her sane amid a whirlwind of work, family, fame, and constant digital noise. "I love my husband, truly. He's my person. But even your person should not speak to you when you're halfway into a book and 85% into your couch blanket burrito," she said. She even shared that she had taken inspiration from monarch butterflies, creatures that are known to fly thousands of miles just to find their own peaceful space. "I told Mark, next time you see the sign, pretend I'm a butterfly. If you interrupt me, you are the leaf blower." Mark laughed and promised the audience that he'd learned his lesson. He even vowed to create his own, alone time, room, complete with noise-canceling headphones and a mini fridge stocked with beef jerky and Topo Chico. The internet, naturally, had thoughts. One user tweeted, "Kelly Ripa asserting her boundaries like a queen. All hail the laminated do not disturb sign." Another added, "Mark Consuelos interrupting her alone time is the most relatable marriage moment of 2025. Others chimed in with their own stories, spouses walking in during skincare routines, kids asking where the remote is while sitting on it, and dogs choosing to bark exclusively during yoga stretches. Kelly had accidentally sparked a movement. Within a week, Etsy saw a 300% increase in customizable, do not disturb, signs. Canva released a new, Kelly Ripa bold cursive, template. Even Oprah weighed in with a newsletter article titled, Sacred Space, Why Alone Time Isn't Selfish, It's Survival. In the end, the intense response was really just a moment of clarity wrapped in humor. Kelly reminded everyone that needing space, even from people you adore, is a sign of love, not absence of it. And Mark, he embraced the lesson. He even joined Kelly in crafting an official, alone time treaty, which they shared on air. Article 1 stated, all parties agree not to speak, knock, text, or mime through the glass window when the laminated sign is in place. Article 2, AirPods are never to be stored near tea. As for Kelly, her alone time continues, sacred, uninterrupted, and laminated. Because even queens need peace.